Welcome back to Good Day Atlanta. Time is 7:13, and in an unplanned speech before the state Senate, Virginia's lieutenant governor compared himself to lynching victims.
Yeah, the speech comes as Justin Fairfax faces sexual assault allegations. Good Day Sharon Lawson is here now with the details. Sharon, good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, a lot of people are talking about this. The embattled lieutenant governor gave the speech, the surprise speech, Sunday before the state Senate. Now, he spoke for about 5 minutes, defending himself against those claims of sexual assault by comparing himself to lynching victims from the late 19th and early 20th centuries.
If we go backwards and we rush to judgment and we allow for political lynchings without any due process, I've heard much about anti-lynching on the floor of this very Senate, where people were not given any due process whatsoever, and we rue that. I want to stand in this moment in the truth.
2 women have accused Fairfax of sexual assault. One of the women says the governor raped her 19 years ago while they were students at Duke University. The second accuser claims Fairfax assaulted her in a Boston hotel room. Fairfax denies both allegations, but insists law enforcement investigate the case. Republicans in the Virginia State House plan to hold a hearing where Fairfax and the 2 accusers have agreed to testify publicly, a move that Fairfax and some Democrats have criticized as a political ploy. Ron, Elise, a lot going on here, and once again, he says the allegations are false and that the encounters were consensual. So
a lot of people talking about it, for sure.
We'll see what happens. All right, Sharon, thank you. Well, President Trump heads to Vietnam today for a summit with North Korea's Kim Jong-un. Now, the White House hopes the meeting will help pave the way to a comprehensive nuclear agreement. Yeah,
but as Fox's Doug Luzader reports, the challenges ahead are significant. He joins us live from Washington now with the latest. Doug, good morning.
Good morning. And this summit's going to generate a lot of attention for the president and for Kim Jong-un. It is less clear, though, what kind of agreements may really come out of it.
President Trump will depart for Vietnam today on Air Force One. North Korea's Kim Jong-un left on Saturday for the long trip by train to much fanfare. The two have met before, last year in Singapore. And last night, President Trump gave a bit of a preview.
We're going to have, I think, a very interesting 2.5 days in Vietnam. And we have a chance for the total denuclearization of an area of the world that was very dangerous.
North Korea has refrained from missile and nuclear tests since the last meeting, and some see the status quo as good enough for the White House.
I think that we'll see a continuation of American policy. I don't think that's a good thing, but nonetheless, I think that we will have some very friendly words from President Trump.
Meantime, there is a lot happening back home. A former Trump fixer and lawyer, Michael Cohen, is expected to testify before Congress this week, just as Congress may vote to oppose the president's emergency declaration at the border, all of which may distract from the summit or vice versa. Vietnam, meantime, is going through final security preps for the big meeting, and that may include cracking down on Trump and Kim impersonators. Howard X says he was booted from the country after officials said his travel visa was invalid.
But the real reason was basically, born with a face looking like Kim Jong-un. That's the real crime.
All right, and the president, meantime, may be lowering expectations a bit for this summit, saying last night that he'll be happy if North Korea refrains from any additional nuclear or missile tests. Back to you guys.
Fox's Doug Luzader live for us from Washington. Doug, thank you. Time is 7:17 now. Pending tariff increases on Chinese imports are going to be delayed. President Trump cited substantial progress in weekend trade talks between the two nations. U.S. tariffs on $200 billion of Chinese goods had been scheduled to rise 25% on Saturday.
It's approaching 18 minutes after 7 o'clock. I'm in the Fox 5 Storm Center with Joanne. Yes, we got to see the sun yesterday, and we should see it again today.
Yes, yes. That part I can guarantee you.
Okay.
Okay. There aren't many guarantees in my line of work, but yes, we'll enjoy
I like
the
that
sun.
guarantee.
Absolutely. Let's take a look, because it has been so wet lately, but it might be a little surprising to learn that for some parts of our area, Atlanta included, it hasn't been as wet as maybe it has felt. Atlanta is actually running below average on rainfall rainfall for the last 30 days. We picked up 74% of that average instead of 100% or more, and only 66% of average in Athens. Now, northwest Georgia in particular, around Cartersville, these have been very wet areas. Several areas have gotten above normal rainfall, but not everyone. Actually, last February was wetter for Atlanta, at least. We had picked up almost 5 inches of rain by this time. We haven't even picked up 4 full inches yet. So how does that happen? Well, I was looking back at all of the days here in February, and several of the days where we measured rain, the total, at least in the rain gauge at the airport, was less than 1/10 of an inch. But when you stretch it out over a 60-day time frame, you can see it has been very wet for everyone. Now, as the sun is coming up, we do have the benefit of a nice clear sky. It is still breezy for Atlanta, but not for everyone. And these winds are coming down from yesterday. They will continue to come down going into the afternoon. But it's 40 and 13-mile-per-hour winds with a temperature of 40 will make it feel like it's in the low 30s. The temperatures are actually in the low 30s from Blue Ridge to Rome, and most of us starting the day somewhere in the mid to upper 30s, with the sunshine warming us up to low 50s for very early in the afternoon. This will set us up to reach 60 in a few spots, stay in the 50s in others, but nothing too far out of the ordinary for this time of year at all. So enjoy the sunshine. Very quiet all throughout the southeast. We do have rain returning by Wednesday, but not really before then. So 7 o'clock Wednesday morning, clouds, a few showers. Wednesday's not a total washout. It's just the beginning of another unsettled time frame that'll carry us into the month of March. As we go through Thursday, we've got plenty of scattered rain. Same for Friday, too. But this may move out early enough Saturday that most of Saturday looks to be in good shape. It's just this also brings in colder air, so it might be another shock to the system here after we reach 72 on Friday. And by Sunday, it's windy and a lot colder with highs in the 40s to near 50. Let's check back in now with Katie Beasley for a Skyfox traffic update. Katie.
Good morning. And looking at that east side perimeter right now, the east wall of 285 between I-20 and I-85, right about 25 minutes. And here's a peek right around Stone Mountain Freeway where you can see those delays are pretty heavy heading north. You've got some of those brake lights. And 75 on the south side, looking at that ride where it's about 11 minutes. It's improved a little bit moving in from 675, but you still have those delays that get heavy once you get up to Terra Boulevard. And 85, it's been consistently one of our heavier rides this morning. Still going to slow down to about 15 miles per hour, that stop and go ride as you head in from 316. But right now it's clocking in at about 31 minutes, actually coming down just a little bit. Ron, back to you.
Katie, thank you. It's approaching 7:21. A major expansion of MARTA is on the ballot in Gwinnett County. We'll take a look at what's at stake as voting begins today.
Yeah, and it's that time of the year again. We want to honor exceptional Georgia high school teachers. Visit fox5atlanta.com/high5 for teachers to submit your nomination. Nominees must be a Georgia certified high school teacher. We'll choose 5 finalists, and each of them will receive $500 courtesy of Montlick & Associates. We'll also interview them, and then we'll ask you to vote for your favorite. The finalists with the most votes on April 19th will be the High Five teacher, and their school will win $2,500. Good luck.
If you have an Amazon Alexa-enabled device in your home, ask her to enable the Fox 5 Atlanta skill so you can get local updates anytime straight from Fox 5. The Fox 5 I-Team investigates Mexican medical tourism, Wednesday at 10.
Why are all these business owners so excited? We're going to Comcast.
It's ahead of the game, ahead of the curve.
Comcast Business is for me.
It's Switch and Save days at Comcast Business. Right now, get fast, reliable internet and voice for $59.90 a month and save $650 a year. Just one more way we take your business beyond. But hurry, Switch and Save days ends April 5th.
I can't wait to go home and tell everyone about it.
I just want to get it right now. Guess what I'm going to do?
Call today. Comcast Business. Beyond fast.
From dusk till dawn as the day is long, concrete parks to the neighbor's lawn. City smiles and Georgia miles, Honda always gets you home.
Special lease and finance offers are going on now. Save thousands on all your favorite Hondas, like the technology-packed Civic, the legendary Accord, or the adventure-ready CR-V. Hurry, don't miss your chance to save. Honda, it's a Georgia thing. See your North Georgia Honda dealer today.
When your loved one is injured, you're faced with the sudden responsibility of caring for them. A parent, a spouse, a sibling, and sometimes, unfortunately, your child. Looking after them has become your reality. It became my reality after my brother Tim's injury. If the roles were reversed, I know that Tim would have fought for me just like I did for him. Who will you call in your time of need? Who will you hire to fight for your loved one? Morgan & Morgan, for the people, foxfive.com.
When the Spanish explorers discovered Isla they called it Purple Isles. Today, they'd discover such a rich palette of diversions and delicacies. They'd definitely be at a loss for words. Isla Mirada in the Florida Keys.
Welcome back to Good Day Atlanta. Today is the first day people in Gwinnett County can vote on a major referendum expanding MARTA to the county.
Yeah, the topic has many people divided. Good Day Atlanta's Natalie Fold spoke with the leader of a group in support of the expansion. Natalie, what's this all about?
Yeah, I did speak to this group. So it's the Go Gwinnett group, and they've been working to inform the community on this proposal. It would expand access to MARTA transit in Gwinnett County and provide more transit options for a very growing population.
This is the next wise decision for the people of Gwinnett County to make.
It's a no-brainer for Brian Robinson, the Go Gwinnett campaign spokesperson, when it comes to how he'll vote on MARTA's proposed expansion into Gwinnett County.
For Gwinnett County, this is critical to its future.
Robinson says his reasoning is threefold. 1, Gwinnett County residents suffer from extreme commute times. 2, the population is growing. And 3, it would make the area more appealing for big companies to set up shop.
It's also important to get people into Gwinnett County who will stay in hotels, shop in the malls, eat in the restaurants. So it's going to be very important for small business in Gwinnett County as well by giving them access to more consumers.
On top of adding rail line to Gwinnett County, the referendum would also expand the county's existing bus system.
People all over Gwinnett are going to get significantly increased access to rapid bus transit and to local express bus routes, new park and ride. And there's also a lot of road improvements to major corridors where there are current bottlenecks.
But despite lots of support, there are also some in opposition of whether to enact the 1% sales tax to pay for the project. So if this contract were to go through, it would commit taxpayers to paying that 1% sales tax until 2057. So we've got 3 weeks of early voting starting today, with that final day being Election Day on March 19th. So, I mean, talking to people, it seems like everybody's one side or the other.
Yeah,
so it's going to be close.
I can see both sides. I may have to go vote today.
Yeah. I know, get it done early, right?
Yeah. Interesting to see the outcome of this. Natalie, thank you.
Thank you, Natalie.
Time is 7:26. When we come back, we'll take a look at some of the big winners on Hollywood's biggest night.
Plus our forecast, Joanne.
And Ron, our forecast is chilly this morning, but it's sunny and it's dry. So I'll show you what that means for afternoon temperatures today. More importantly, how long we stay dry coming up.
Wednesday's Child is brought to you by Georgia Division of Family and Children's Services.
The insurance company knew they were lowballing me.
I thought, is that all there is?
I'm glad I called Gary Martin Hayes.
I knew I only had one opportunity for justice.
Only one. Gary Martin Hayes. They had the power my case needed.
I knew I only had one opportunity for justice.
What has lasted 5,000 years was once almost lost. Now, the world awaits. The Divine Cultures return. Shen-Yun. Returning to Cobb Energy Performing Arts Center, April 5th through 14th. Tickets at shenyun.com/Atlanta or call 877-ATL-SHOW.
Hey, are you living with tired floors? Wake them up fast and save a ton of money with the 50 Floor 60% off sale. 60% off carpet, hardwood, tile, vinyl, or laminate. It's easy too. We bring hundreds of samples to you. See them in your home with your furniture and lighting. You're gonna love your new floors. But hurry, 60% off ends at the end of the month. Plus save an extra $100 with promo code NEWFLOORS. Pay no interest and paid in full in 12 months.
Call 877-50-FLOOR. Pick up the phone, we'll be knocking at your door.
Nick, you seeing Trey? Rook was supposed to get my lattes.
Yeah, he was supposed to get my dry cleaning. You know, when I was a player...
Wait, what car did he take?
I think he took the orange Hellcat. Oh.
The #1 dealer in the Southeast does what no one else does, because they do deals the other guys just won't. President's Day sales event.
So you're talking bears from the Georgia mountains?
That's correct.
You moved from the woods to the neighborhood.
Pretty great, right?
And with Scanner Energy as your natural gas provider, you stay warm all winter, so now you don't have to hibernate?
Bingo.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We brought desserts, bear claws.
Whoa, no.
They're donuts.
Oh, we should call those something else.
Sign up with Scanner for the lowest price in town. Only 38.9 cents a therm.
After the accident, I didn't know what to do.
I chose not to trust the insurance company.
So I called
Gary Martin Hayes.
I knew I only had one opportunity for justice.
One opportunity.
Only one.
Call 1-800-WIN-WIN-1. Gary Martin Hayes and Associates right now.
Welcome back to Good Day Atlanta. I'm Ron Gant.
And I'm Elise Seedy. We're glad you're with us on this Monday. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Yeah, you'll have a good weekend.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Enjoy
It
the
was nice.
sun.
Got to see the sun.
So nice
yes.
yesterday.
Yeah, that was nice. Roads, how are they looking so far, Katie?
You know, it's a typical Monday. We've got some problem spots out there, but a lot of just extra heavy volume. Yeah.
And we did get to see the sun yesterday. That's the most
Yes,
important thing.
that was a good way to wrap up the weekend, good way to start the work week too.
Yeah.
So now the question is, how many days do we actually keep it around? We'll take a look at that in a minute.
All right,
Okay.
take them.
But first, let's get you caught up on the day's headlines. We'll check in with Good Day Atlanta's Buck Lanford. Buck, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. The search is on for the attackers who beat a beloved Grant Park man to death. Billy Bethune was lovingly called Boulevard Billy. He worked odd jobs and made a lot of friends in the community. Police found his body Friday morning behind a Chevron station on the city's southeast side. We expect to learn more today about a deadly shooting in a Walmart parking lot in Douglas County. An off-duty ICE agent shot a man that he says was following him on February 17th. Police found 45-year-old Jonathan Lydell of Austell dead inside his car. And new this morning, a man is dead and a woman is in police custody following a shooting in DeKalb County. Officers responded to the home on Edenberry Way early this morning. And Good Day's Mark Teichner is live at the scene with what we know so far about the investigation. Mark, good morning.
Well, good morning, Buck. Just got some new information from DeKalb Police. They tell us that the man who died, 49 years old, his name has not yet been released. At this point, police are considering this a domestic-related shooting. Obviously, the investigation does continue. Now, the gunfire rang out about 1 o'clock or so this morning here on Edenberry Way in unincorporated Lithonia. Police arrived at the scene. They found the man who had been shot. Paramedics rushed him to the hospital, but they were unable to save his life. It didn't take long for police to find the suspect. They apprehended her not too far from the house. At this point, they're not saying a whole lot about what the possible relationship might be between the two. They do say that there had been multiple calls dealing with domestic violence and domestic related situations at this particular house. And at one point, police actually brought out a police dog that went searching in the backyard and found some possible crucial evidence.
Suspected weapon is located behind the house. We're unclear yet if that's the actual weapon that was used in the crime. There have been prior calls at this address. We're working with our communications division to pull those the history of the calls here, but we have been out to this address before.
In addition to the man and woman involved in the shooting, according to police, there was also a teenage girl inside the house. She was brought in for questioning just so police could try to figure out exactly what might have led up to the shooting. Her relationship with the other two that were supposedly involved in this has also not yet been released. So an awful lot we're trying to piece together. When we get more information from DeKalb Police, we'll bring it to you, and we'll have an awful lot more on this story coming up at 8. But for now, that is the latest from Lithonia. I'm Mark Teichner for Good Day Atlanta.
Well, the time right now is 7:32 on this chilly Monday morning, so you need the jacket, but the umbrella gets a break for a couple of days. Take a look, though, at how much colder we're talking. The difference here east and northeast of Atlanta is less than a 10-degree drop, but over a 20-degree difference. From Griffin, Thomaston, back to LaGrange, even Rome running 22 degrees colder than 7 o'clock yesterday morning, which places Rome below freezing at 31. Most other spots have stayed above freezing and will, because we're going to start warming up from here now that the sun is up, but it's 40 in Atlanta, 41 in Noonan. And sunshine is the story for the next couple of days. A welcome change because the front that came through yesterday morning not only sparked severe weather and spawned an EF1 tornado in Coweta County around 4:30 in the morning, it also made yesterday very windy. Now that front is moving along, the winds are dying down and the rain is gone, which is incredibly helpful when you see how many flood warnings are still in effect just because of all the rain we've seen recently. Now, speaking of all this rain, a lot of it depends on where you are. I think it's fascinating when you specifically consider the report at Hartsfield-Jackson for the month of February. We have not picked up 4 full inches yet. By this time last February, we had measured almost 5 inches. So believe it or not, as wet as it's felt, at least for Atlanta, we're running slightly below average on rainfall for February. Yesterday, sunshine took us up to 64. We're going to run slightly cooler than that today, but still a very pleasant afternoon considering it is still winter. You get a sun-filled sky and low 50s early in the afternoon. Many of us will stay in the 50s all day, but closer to Atlanta we'll get near or above 60. And the farther south you go, the warmer it's going to be. Tomorrow's pretty similar, just warmer afternoon temperatures. Rain is back Wednesday. Not all that heavy, but rain is likely. And then we'll have another round of rain Thursday, another one Friday that should be on the way out during the day Saturday. So Saturday, 65 degrees, turning partly cloudy. It will be dry for Sunday. It's just going to be windy and a lot cooler for Sunday. Let's check back in now with Katie Beasley for a Skyfox traffic update. Katie?
Good morning, and we're taking a look at that top-end perimeter right now. Westbound, the ride right around PIB is slowed down, so it's about 18 minutes as you work your way between 85 and Georgia 400 across that top-end perimeter. So this near side of your screen slowing down in some of those right lanes as you get closer to PIB. The top-end eastbound, so leaving 75 for 400. You have those delays right around the river right now. It's about 19 minutes, so you do have some extra delays around the Cobb Cloverleaf to deal with this morning. And the downtown connector up to 21 minutes here from Langford Parkway to the Brookwood interchange, with that heaviest volume beginning around University Avenue and stretching up around I-20 and that Grady curve. Ron, back to you.
All right, Katie, thank you. The 91st Academy Awards brought surprises and snubs last night in Los Angeles.
As usual, right? Ceremony honored the best in filmmaking from 2018 across 24 categories. Now, this year's event marked the first time in 30 years the ceremony was held without a host.
I can't believe that. Well, Marvel's Black Panther, which was produced right here in Atlanta, won 3 Oscars. It was honored for Best Original Score. Costume designer Ruth E. Carter became the first African-American woman to win in the category. Hannah Beachler achieved the same for production design.
Oh, and the Oscar goes to Green Book.
Green Book got 5 nominations this year, winning 3 Oscars. Green Book also won for supporting actor Mahershala Ali and Best Original Screenplay. But one of the biggest surprises of the night was in the Best Actress category.
And the Oscar goes to
Olivia Colman.
This is the first Oscar and nomination for the British actress. Colman won for her portrayal of Queen Anne in The Favourite, and the Best Actor had difficult moments making Bohemian Rhapsody, but now he has an Oscar to show for it.
Oscar goes to
Rami Malek.
Malek receiving the Best Actor trophy for his portrayal of Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody. This was his first Oscar nomination and win. Best known for his role in TV's Mr. Robot, Malek was the frontrunner coming into the Oscars, having collected awards including Golden Globe and Screen Actors Guild trophies.
So congratulations to all of them.
Yeah,
Definitely
sounded like it was a good show. I went to bed.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, we're getting caught
like
up this morning.
Definitely. All right, your time now is 7:37. The Fox 5 I-Team's Dana Fowle says Facebook has a new patent for facial recognition that you might want to know about. Dana.
Absolutely. They've got a lot of them, by the way, but this one's interesting, and you might want to lock a few things down now before it hits your phone, and I'm going to show you how to do it next.
Good Day Atlanta is brought to you by Montlake & Associates Injury Attorneys.
Save big during the Hyundai President's Day sales event. Get huge savings on every car and SUV, including the Hyundai Santa Fe, with 0% APR plus 500 bonus cash, or get $3,000 cash back. Save big during the Hyundai President's Day sale, now through month's end.
Staying power. It's what the insurance company hopes you won't have, so you'll give up and settle for less than you deserve.
At Mottlick & Associates, we have the staying power and clout to get the insurance company to pay.
With over 33 years of experience and more than $1 billion recovered in Georgia, we're here to help you get all the money and benefits you deserve.
Simply call 1-800-LAW-NEED or visit us at mottlick.com. The initial consultation is free, and you pay no fee unless you win.
Nothing brings us together quite like breakfast at McDonald's. Your morning starts here. Now get a delicious McChicken biscuit and tasty hash browns, both for just $2.
There was a time when we sought refuge in the mountains, when the crisp air renewed our spirits, full-bodied vintages soothed our souls, and the peace and quiet of the season healed our minds. It was a restorative time. It was yesterday at Biltmore. Immerse yourself in the stories of the Vanderbilts with a premium audio tour, free when you buy tickets online.
My daughter and I share everything. Just not that dress.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, just because we can wear the same dress doesn't mean we should. Same for doctors. Unlike me, her bones are still growing. So last year when she needed back surgery, we took her to the orthopedic specialist at Children's. It's called being age appropriate.
All Tyson Anytizers chicken is raised with no antibiotics ever. They're a great decision for snack time. Allowing the band to practice at your house? Not a great decision. Keep it real. Keep it Tyson Anytizers.
Save big during the Hyundai President's Day sales event. Get huge savings on every car and SUV, including the Hyundai Elantra. Now only $179 a month, or buy with 0 down plus $2,300 cash back. Save big during the Hyundai President's Day sale, now through month's end.
Welcome back to Good Day Atlanta. Time is 7:40, and we've learned a lot in recent months about how our privacy on social media and our smartphones has been compromised. So let's take a fresh look at a few things that we can do to protect ourselves. And Fox 5 team's Dana Fowle has some ideas for us. Dana.
All right, first let me say some of the ways that we use Facebook that are convenient are the ways the social media giant used to dip into your personal life. And let's start with those location settings. When you check in, well, your location is captured. When you let your phone search for Wi-Fi, your location is captured. It's also captured when you enable the feature Nearby Friends and when you let apps monitor your location. What's the big deal? Well, it brings a bunch of puzzle pieces together, and that creates a picture of you and your habits. It's info that goes to a variety of places, namely advertisers. Now, you can opt out of most of this stuff. Don't check in. Cut off that automatic Wi-Fi search. Turn off the Nearby Friends feature. But here's where it gets trickier, and that's the location settings. Now, for iPhone users, you had a choice for each individual app if you wanted to decide if you wanted it to track you or not. You can see here with the Facebook app, you can choose never while using the app or always track you. But Android users didn't have those options. It's been a straight yes, track me, or no. But that's changing. A new feature will be coming soon. It's going to allow you the same option. Now, you want more privacy? You've got to limit access. Now, let's talk about face recognition. Facebook creates a template for your face so that you can be identified. It lets you easily tag other people. They show you here that it keeps strangers from using your picture without your okay. And it can let you know if you appear in a picture or a video that you didn't know about. But Facebook has a brand new patent and others pending that will allow them, this is according to Consumer Reports, to use that facial recognition technology to identify people in stores and to gauge emotions when you're shopping online. Yeah. So here's how you can cut that off if you're in for that. On your Facebook page, go to the question mark. It's in the top right. And you got to go down to Privacy Shortcuts. Once you're there, go to Control Face Recognition, hit Edit, then Disable, and it's done. Now, these are a few things to help you gain a little bit of control of your privacy if you're up for that.
Yeah, you know, and going back to what you said about, do you want to track me? Why does Facebook need to track you all the time? Like, those are the questions that you kind of have to ask yourself, right?
You know.
Do you want them to do it?
Well, you know, and there we are. It becomes convenient. I mean, I kind of like the ads that come to me because they know what I want to shop for, and then I get a deal. So I kind of like that. But there's a cost. I mean, I'm not sure I need anybody tracking my facial emotions.
Right.
Shopping
I don't know about
online.
that. I don't know.
Yeah.
So we can find this story though.
Yes,
it's going to be posted, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I need to go
and
back
you can
there
just,
and watch it.
sit down and talk about it. Maybe, this is some stuff you want to do, or just try a couple of them.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Dana, thank you. We appreciate it. Time is 7:43. Well, this NASCAR driver was so sick he lost 5 pounds in a matter of days, but he still pulled off a win at the Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Lease a new 2019 Toyota Highlander LE for just $259 a month for 36 months. Toyota, let's go places.
I can still see the breezes dancing through your hair. I can still smell the jasmine that's sweet in the air. I can still feel the tremble when you smile, it's so sweet. 'Cause you'll always be a part of me.
Chattanooga, in a state of joy.
After your accident, you need to call Arrowhead before anyone else.
I called Arrowhead first and they handled everything. Treated my injuries, referred me to a great attorney, even helped get my car fixed.
I'm so glad I called Arrowhead first. They treated me and got rid of my pain.
Did you know you can't get any money in a settlement unless you're injured and seek treatment immediately? Best call I ever made.
Do what we did.
Call Arrowhead now, where it pays to get well.
What's better than having fast, reliable Wi-Fi with coverage throughout your home? How about having internet that can help you save on wireless phone service? Xfinity gives you the fastest speeds from America's best internet provider to stream on all your devices. Plus, with Xfinity Mobile included, you can switch your wireless carrier and save hundreds of dollars a year. Now that's simple, easy, awesome. Get started with Xfinity Internet for $29.99 a month for 12 months. Plus, ask about enhanced network security with XFi Advantage. Switch today.
When the food is so delicious, you make noise. Bring on the noise.
This is it.
Backed by popular demand, This Is It Barbecue and Seafoods, 2 for $27. 2 entrees, 4 sides, 2 drinks, 2 desserts, 2 for $27. Order online now. Check in, look here. You should have stayed an egg, homie.
Get 0% APR for 36 months on a new 2019 Toyota Highlander. Toyota, let's go places.
Good Monday morning. Welcome back. It is 7:46, and as windy as it was yesterday, well, at least in Atlanta, it's still breezy, but those breezes will get lighter as the day goes on. But we see sunshine, and that's been a nice change that we started yesterday and will continue for just 2 more days here before rain is back in our forecast. Yesterday morning, we were just getting rid of the last of the rain and the storms that did actually spawn an EF1 tornado in Coweta County. That happened around 4:30 in the morning, and then the rest of the day was nice and clear, just really windy and staying pretty cool. Today will be cool also, just without the wind and without any rain in sight here across the southeast. So finally settling into something a little quieter and a little drier on the short term, with temperatures right now probably at the lowest point they'll be for the rest of the morning. We should start warming up from here. We have dropped to 39 in Athens, freezing in LaGrange, below freezing in Rome, and Atlanta has not dipped below 40, but the wind has made it feel like it has. That is one location where the wind chill is down into the low 30s. 30s. But as the winds get lighter and we warm up today, you're going to see Atlanta is the dividing line between 60s versus 50s for highs. But all of these numbers are running close to average for this time of year, as well as tonight's low temperatures. We should drop right back to 40 for Atlanta and some 30s scattered around in other spots. Now let's jump ahead to Wednesday, because that is our first mention of rain. Wednesday's rain is going to be pretty light, but it sets the stage here for several more rounds to come before the week is over. Probably one of the heavier ones will happen during the day Thursday, and then there will be some more scattered showers likely on Friday. Timing when this moves out, it could move out faster than we're currently thinking and leave basically all of Saturday during the daylight hours dry, but we'll be watching this through at least early Saturday morning, and then we'll be dry for the rest of the weekend. So then you just have to hold on for the wild ride in temperatures, because after 60 today, we have a shot at 67 tomorrow, work closer to 70 despite clouds and rain Thursday, 72 on Friday. And look at these morning temperatures. They'll be well into the 50s. By Sunday afternoon, our high temperature won't even reach that level, but we'll have sunshine that day and no rain. Let's check back in now with Katie Beasley for a Skyfox traffic update. Katie.
Good morning, and we're taking a look at 85 inside the perimeter right now. That's about 25 minutes to travel between Spaghetti Junction and the downtown connector with that heavy volume right around Georgia 400. There is a stalled vehicle on 85. It's southbound just before that merge with the downtown connector, and it's blocking off the right lane. So a heads up there. If you're heading in that direction, it is slowing things down. So you'll see those extra delays as you get past Georgia 400. Speaking of Georgia 400, right now your ride's 45 minutes as you travel in between Alpharetta and Old Milton Parkway, heading down to 285. Whether it's record albums or baseball cards, postage stamps or coins, chances are you collect something. A unique shop in Woodstock is only too happy to help you grow that collection. Good Day Atlanta's Paul Milliken is live at the Right Stuff Records and Collectibles. And Paul, we know you'll be out there shopping today. Good morning.
Oh, I am in trouble. Katie Beasley, I am in trouble this morning. Here's the story. So we're in downtown Woodstock, which we love. It's beautiful down here. And probably about 5 or 6 years ago, I was down here for an event, and I just happened to walk in the Right Stuff Records and Collectibles. And when I tell you that I stepped inside and I fell in love, I mean, I fell head over heels in love with the store. And I always knew someday we were going to come back and we were going to put it on TV. So here's the deal. I'm a collector. You guys know that. I have a lot of collections. I have a compulsive habit of buying things. And oh boy, if you're like me, this is your paradise. Welcome to the Right Stuff Records and Collectibles, filled with everything you could possibly collect. They've got a huge vintage album collection. They've got action figures. They've got comic books. They've got sports cards. They've got Coca-Cola collectibles. They've got coins. They've got jewelry. I'm telling you, everything is here. And if it's not here, owner Tom Wright, who's in the back, wave to the camera, sir, he can probably find it for you. So coming up this morning, we're going to explore this incredible store. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I will be spending so much money. My wallet's already crying in my pocket. This is going to be really dangerous, but it's going to be fun. So we'll see you soon. Hey, Ron, I have a feeling there may be a few Ron Gant cards.
I was thinking maybe look through there and see.
You collect those, right?
Yeah. Grab one of those. I'll sign it for you, Paul. All right. We'll talk to you soon. All right. Well, it was an exciting finish to the Folds of Honor Quick Trip 500 at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Brad Keselowski was sick all week and needed 2 IVs to get hydrated, and it paid off. Now, with 33 laps to go, here's Keselowski passing Joey Logano to take the lead. In the last couple of laps, Martin Truex Jr. is gaining and gaining, pulling to within a couple of car lengths. But Keselowski hangs on for the win, his second at AMS.
Everybody's talking about you had the flu all weekend. How sick were you? Are you?
Well, it wasn't good, but you know, you get in a race car and it's fast, and you get that adrenaline in you, and that certainly helps. But you know, I lost 5 or 6 pounds there yesterday morning, and got a few IVs from the care center here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. They took good care of me and got me good enough to make it through.
So what's on tap for tonight? Some chicken soup? What are we looking at?
I'm going to go back and get an IV.
Thank you, Brad. Thank you.
Congratulations to Brad. Well, the Braves got a handful of their regular starters some action yesterday for the first time in spring training. Ronald Acuna Jr. and Ozzie Albies each got to the plate twice. Ozzie had a hit and Acuna Jr. had a walk. Mike Fulton-Apich made his debut on the mound. The defense let him down a little bit, though. Ian Kazmar at third bounces a throw and allows the Astros to score on an unearned run. The Braves have an interesting non-roster invitee in camp. His name is Pedro Florimon, and he goes deep to center. He's an 8-year MLB vet who may be able to work into a bench role. The Braves dropped the game 5-2. 7:52 is your time. A sailor is ready to begin the journey of a lifetime, one he hopes will inspire others to focus on what they can do instead of what they can't.
I'm Chief Meteorologist David Shanley. Good Day Atlanta has prepared you for today's weather, but we all know how quickly conditions can change. That's why we created the Fox 5 Storm Team app. Get custom weather alerts, track conditions with live radar, and view hourly forecasts and video updates from the Fox 5 Storm Team. Download the Fox 5 Storm Team app now.
From wind and rain to snow and ice, and everything in between. My job is to keep your family informed and safe. I'm Joanne Feldman. The Fox 5 Storm Team works around the clock so you can plan your day. Watch Good Day Atlanta and depend on the Fox 5 Storm Team.
It's bow time at Bojangles. Get 2 Cajun filet biscuits for just $5.
When things get ugly, call the We Buy Ugly Houses people. We can give you an all-cash offer and can close quickly. Go to WeBuyUglyHouses.com or call 800-44-BUYER.
Northside Hospital Cancer Institute. With 50 cancer centers across Georgia, Northside ranks in the top 2 among community cancer programs nationwide, including the #1 community women's cancer program and the #1 community hospital in the treatment of lung cancer in the nation. With the most board-certified medical oncologists in Georgia, Northside Hospital Cancer Institute is built to beat cancer.
It's confidence in 30,000 precision parts, or it isn't. It's inspected by Mercedes-Benz technicians, or it isn't. It's backed by an unlimited mileage warranty, or it isn't. It's either Mercedes-Benz certified pre-owned, or it isn't. The Mercedes-Benz Certified Pre-Owned Sales event now through February 28th. Only at your authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer.
This is where your carefree spirit gets kicked into high gear, where you can relax or let the good times go full throttle. In Daytona Beach, you have a 500-foot sandy backdrop to unplug and reconnect. You have the freedom to be yourself. Make a short drive for a quick getaway today. This is wide open fun. Plan your trip today at DaytonaBeach.com.
If you do anything with regularity, you should get massaged with regularity. Massage Envy. Keep your body working.
Monster Energy AMA Supercross, an FIM World Championship. Brought to you locally by Metro by T-Mobile. Get your buy one ticket, get one free voucher at participating Metro by T-Mobile locations. Mercedes-Benz Stadium, March 2nd.
When things get ugly, call the We Buy Ugly Houses people. We can give you a cash offer, not some phony online offer without even seeing your house. Go to WeBuyUglyHouses.com or call 800-44-BUYER.
Breaking news and all the stories you care about, no matter where you are. You can get it all on the Fox 5 Atlanta app. Download it now.
Welcome back to Good Day Atlanta. A sailor who lost his sight as a teenager is now on his way across the Pacific Ocean from California to Japan.
It's impressive. Hiro Iwamoto is sailing from San Diego to Fukushima, Japan, and hopes his journey inspires others. He's sailing with the help of a co-captain. This isn't Hiro's first attempt. In 2013, he got 800 miles from his destination when his boat was destroyed in a collision with a whale.
I thought I was knocked down, but I have to stand up here. So I started telling people, I want a re-challenge, I want a re-challenge.
And that re-challenge started yesterday morning. If all goes well, he's expected to arrive in Japan by late April.
Wait a minute, a whale?
A whale.
Unbelievable.
A whale.
How brave.
Yeah.
Successful, we hope, and safe.
You gotta love his spirit,
yeah,
too,
oh, absolutely.
Right?
You can tell
such
he's
an
really
optimist.
excited.
We
Yes.
wish him the best. Well, that does it for this hour of Good Day Atlanta.
Buck Lanford is here with a look at what's coming up in our next hour. Buck, good morning.
Good morning to you, Elise and Ron. She came into a soldier's life when he needed her most, and now he's home from Iraq and reunited with the dog who made his days in the war zone easier to face. And a Texas school system takes security to the next level. From AR-15s to facial recognition technology, the changes being made to keep students safe. We'll have those stories and a whole lot more coming up on Good Day Atlanta at 8.
You good?
Rob Lowe hosts Mental Samurai March 19th on Fox.
What can you expect when you call Montlick & Associates after an accident?
Attorneys who know Georgia personal injury law, who will evaluate your situation and explain all your options.
If you've been injured, call 1-800-LAW-NEED for a free case evaluation.
I'm making a big difference for everyone I touch. A rewarding career is possible.
The new year is a perfect time to work on the new you. Let Herzing University make the difference. We have expanded our nursing program so you have more ways to earn your nursing degree.
I'm raising my family and earning my degree. With Herzing, it's possible.
I'm possible at Herzing.
Alexa, play Weekend Mix.
The new Lincoln MKC. Connecting the world inside with the world outside. So you can move through both a little easier. Introducing the well-connected 2019 Lincoln MKC. For a limited time, lease the 2019 Lincoln MKC for only $289 a month. Only at your Lincoln dealer.
The professional bull riders are bringing the 2019 Unleash the Beast series to the Infinite Energy Arena March 9th and 10th. Advanced PBR tickets start at just $22. Get the best seats now at PBR.com or AXS.com. It's the Duluth Invitational.
Greta.
I found a bag that belongs to Greta Hedek.
Oh, you've been so kind.
I made a friend.
Greta is an old lady. Everyone needs a friend.
No one leaves Greta.
Greta, rated R.
Remember the way we used to do things?
Hey, man.
Like connect with friends.
Dig it.
Or get in shape. Or sell a house and pay a real estate agent a big commission. At Redfin, we charge you a 1.5% listing fee. And because Redfin.com is America's #1 brokerage site, our agents get more eyes on your home. So you sell for thousands more than the one next door. Don't get stuck in the past. Sell with a Redfin agent.
Time matters in all injury cases, so please don't delay. A Montlick attorney is available right now to explain your rights under Georgia law. Call 1-800-LAW-NEED for your free consultation or visit us at montlick.com.
Monday kicks off a 3-day Wendy event with Nick Hannon as guest host.
Now I get to talk about other people's business.
This morning at 10 on Fox 5. Good morning from Fox 5 News. This is Good Day Atlanta at 8 a.m.
R. Kelly being held on $1 million bond. The singer remains behind bars this morning on 10 counts of criminal sex abuse.
Plus, he was a familiar, friendly face in the Grant Park community. Now, police are trying to figure out why his life came to a violent end.
And sunny skies return, but get ready for more rain later this week.
Oh.
Good Monday morning anyway, right? It's going to be a nice day today. Welcome to Good Day Atlanta. It's straight up 8 o'clock. I'm Buck Lanford.
And I'm Sharon Lawson. Can we just bask in the sunlight just for at least a couple days? According to meteorologist Joanne Feldman, we've got it for at least a couple days.
Let the basking begin.
That's about all you get. Yeah, you can put the umbrella away for now, just don't put it too far away. Okay, because you are going to need it before the week is over. Let's take a look at this view outside, though. It's just nice to see the sunshine and no cloud cover out there. That has meant it's been a cooler morning, but the dry weather has also meant the pollen count is going back up. It just came in for today, 538. So we're back in the high range, mainly because of tree pollens. And this is the difference in the last 24 hours. We're running as much as 23 or 24 degrees colder. So that's giving us a lot of 30s and a few 40s. Atlanta's at 40 and Athens is at 41. From here, we'll get into the low 50s early in the afternoon and should briefly touch 60 degrees. So it's cool sunshine today, but I'll show you when the rain returns coming up in just a few minutes. Right now, though, let's get a check of your Monday morning commute. Good morning, Katie.
Good morning, and we're starting off with some trouble here on the East Expressway. A new crash westbound right before Wesley Chapel Road that's blocking off a left lane. You can see it here. It's affecting that far left lane and creating some slowdowns now for your ride in from Conyers, Covington, Lithonia. It's going to take 38 minutes from Highway 1 138 to the perimeter, so that's ramped up pretty quickly out there. Also taking a look at your big three from the northern suburbs. Just right in the middle is the heaviest of the big three. 400's 43 minutes, 85 is about 35 minutes, 75 is Grona at 2. It's about a 20-minute ride now. Some slowdowns once you get through Marietta. Sharon, back to you.
Katie, thank you. New this morning, police say a domestic dispute took a deadly turn overnight in DeKalb County.
A man is dead and a woman is in custody. And Good Day's Mark Teichner joins us now with all of the details. Mark, good morning to you. Police say they've been called to this home before, we understand.
They certainly have. At this point, they're telling us that the man who died, 49 years old, they've not released his name, nor have they told us if the woman who they say shot him has been formally charged.
It appears that this incident is a domestic-related incident.
A man is shot dead inside a DeKalb County home. Police responded to the house here on Edenberry Way in unincorporated Lithonia around 1:20 Monday morning.
An adult male was located. He was transported by EMS to a local area hospital where he was pronounced deceased.
It didn't take long for police to apprehend a suspect. A woman was taken into custody not far from the house.
We have not had a chance to interview all the parties yet, so we're not in a position to say what the actual relationship is between the parties.
A police dog was brought in and searched the backyard, finding a possible crucial piece of evidence.
A suspected weapon is located behind the house. We're unclear yet if that's the actual weapon that was used in the crime.
Detectives tell us in addition to the suspect and man who died, a teenage girl was also in the home at the time of the shooting.
She is currently up at our DeKalb Police Headquarters being interviewed by detectives.
And as we mentioned, not the first time that police have come out to this house. In fact, they say that they have responded to multiple domestic-related calls in the past. Reporting live from Lithonia, I'm Mark Teichner for Good Day Atlanta.
Mark, thank you. We have breaking news. The search is on for a woman wanted in connection with the death of a Chattanooga police officer. 54-year-old Janet Elaine Hines is wanted for vehicular homicide. Hines is on the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation's top 10 most wanted list. Police believe that Hines hit 38-year-old officer Nicholas Gallinger Saturday night and then fled the scene. A reward of up to $2,500 is being offered for information leading to her arrest.
A friendly face in one Atlanta community now gone.
Yeah, and right now Atlanta police are searching for the attacker or attackers who beat a Grant Park man to death. And Good Day's Caitlin Pratt is live in Grant Park with the latest on this investigation. Caitlin, good morning.
Good morning. This is a sad one. Some people in this community called him Smiling Billy. Others called him Boulevard Billy. That's where he mainly stayed, along Boulevard. All, though, are shocked that his life ended, and so violently.
I never thought that I would come in the next day and he was gone.
Billy Bethune was well known to folks here at this Grant Park Chevron and Boulevard, where many called him either Smiling Billy or Boulevard Billy.
Everybody around here loved Billy. They would buy him clothes, they would buy him shoes.
Bethune wasn't just a regular at the gas station, he also lived in the back. The same spot where Atlanta police say he was beaten to death late last week.
I just can't believe that he was murdered. I can't believe someone killed him.
People in the area don't understand why anyone would want to kill Bethune, a man loved by many who, despite being homeless, was always willing to help others.
I just loved him as a friend, as a brother. It's just hard.
Investigators do not have a suspect description or a motive for the killing, but Bethune's friends do have a message for the person responsible.
You might be still out there for a while. You might be still out there for a year. But one thing about it, you will get caught.
Now, this crime did happen at a gas station. It's unclear if the surveillance cameras there captured the killer or killers moments before or during this attack. And that's the latest here in Atlanta's Grant Park this morning. I'm Caitlin Pratt for Good Day Atlanta.
All right, Caitlin, thank you. Now, happening today, we could learn more about a deadly shooting outside a Walmart in Douglas County earlier this month. The Douglas County District Attorney plans to hold a news conference later this morning. Now, according to a police report, off-duty ICE agent O.L. Jones called 911 and said that he'd shot someone who'd been following him. 45-year-old Jonathan Lydell of Austell was found shot to death in his car at the Walmart on Thornton Road. He reportedly had a plastic airsoft gun in the car. No one has been charged in this case.
Smyrna police are investigating after someone fired shots in an apartment where several teens had gathered for a party. It happened early Sunday morning at the Village at Lake Park Apartments. Police say no one was hit, but at least one person was hurt trying to escape. We spoke with a neighbor who says he hadn't heard anything from the party next door until the shots were fired.
My wife and I, we went and just sat in our closet. I grabbed something in case, there was a situation where I'd have to defend myself. But we stayed in there for the next 2 hours.
Management sent a notice to residents saying they are cooperating with investigators. Neighbors say for the time being, they're staying in hotels until police figure out who pulled the trigger. But right now, police don't have any suspects or a motive. It's not looking good for singer R. Kelly this morning. His lawyer says he may not get out of jail until at least tomorrow.
Yeah, there could be another incriminating sex tape that surfaces. Good Day's Natalie Foltz joins us now with more on these developments. Natalie?
Good morning to you both. Yeah, on Saturday, a judge in Chicago set Kelly's bond at $1 million, just one day after he was arrested on 10 counts of aggravated sexual abuse. But so far, he's not been able to pay the $100,000 required to get out. According to court documents, he owes more than $169,000 in unpaid child support to his ex-wife. Kelly's attorney says he is capable of making the payment, but he's having to rely on others while he's in jail. Today, we also expect prosecutors to receive another sex tape, which reportedly depicts the same 14-year-old girl from an earlier video recorded in the late 1990s. Attorney Michael Avenatti, who represents some of the accusers, says that video makes it clear Kelly knew exactly what he was doing.
This tape leaves no question as to whether R. Kelly is guilty of multiple sexual illegal acts against a 14-year-old girl.
Now, under the terms of his bond, Kelly must surrender his passport. He is also forbidden from having any contact with anyone under the age of 18. Now, Kelly is expected in court again later this morning. Buck?
All right, Natalie, thank you. Now, another developing story that we're following this morning. We're waiting to see what punishment Patriots owner Robert Kraft will face after he was arrested in a prostitution bust. Kraft faces misdemeanor charges of soliciting a prostitute. Police say he was caught on camera in a sex act at a Florida massage parlor twice. Going by the guidelines of the NFL's personal conduct policy, he could be fined or suspended from any activities involving the reigning Super Bowl champions. Now, Kraft wasn't the only billionaire arrested in that sting. Bloomberg News reports that John Havens, the former president of Citigroup, was also arrested. Havens and Kraft are on a list of 25 men facing charges of soliciting prostitution. 3 former law enforcement officers were also arrested in that sting.
Happening today, recovery crews will be back on the scene of a deadly plane crash involving an Amazon cargo flight. 3 crew members were on board the plane when it crashed nose first into Trinity Bay off the Texas coast. It happened Saturday, a short time before it was due to land at Bush Intercontinental Airport in Houston. 1 body has been recovered. The search for the other 2 victims and the plane's black box flight recorder continues today. Also today, President Trump heads to Vietnam for a summit with North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, the White House hopes that the meeting will help lead to a comprehensive nuclear deal. North Korea has refrained from missile and nuclear testing since the last meeting in Singapore. And some see the status quo as good enough for the White House. We're going to have more in a live report from Washington just ahead on Good Day Atlanta.
Just about 8:11 coming up on Good Day Atlanta. Whipping winds and a wildfire combined to create a dangerous scene.
First, though, AR-15s and facial recognition technology. One school system ramps up security in a big way. Joanne?
And Buck, the sun came back yesterday. We'll enjoy it for a couple of days before rain returns. I'll be mapping that out for you coming up.
Every year, patients opt out of expensive surgeries and dental care in the U.S., instead choosing to come here to Mexico to have work done at a fraction of the price. The Fox 5 I-Team investigates Mexican medical tourism.
Wednesday on Fox 5 News at 10 after the Masked Singer finale. Wednesday's Child is brought to you by Georgia Division of Family and Children's Services.
Ashley Home Store's President's Day sale is now extended. For a limited time, save up to 30% or get 0% interest for 6 years with no minimum purchase on new styles for every room in your home. Hurry, sale ends Monday. Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Sometimes, all it takes is breakfast to put us on the same page. Together we breakfast. Start your morning right with a delicious McChicken biscuit and tasty hash browns. Get both for just $2. Your morning starts here.
Here's your Buick, sir. Actually, that's my Buick.
Your Buick doesn't have a roof rack. This is my Buick.
How are we gonna fit in your mom's Buick?
Easy.
I like that new Buick.
Me too.
I was actually talking about that Buick.
I knew that.
Did you?
Buick's fresh new lineup is full of surprises. Get great deals on our expectation-shattering lineup. Pay no interest for 72 months on most Buick models.
If you've been injured in a car accident, Arrowhead will make sure you get well and get paid.
I'm so glad I called Arrowhead first. They treated me and got rid of my pain.
Call Arrowhead first, where it pays to get well.
The tools of a RE/MAX agent. The flying camera. The mobile app. The automated alert. The experience, the tools, the know-how. That's the sign of a RE/MAX agent.
Ashley Home Store's President's Day mattress sale is now extended. Save up to $500 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets or get 0% interest for 8 years starting at just $25 a month. Sale ends Monday, only at Ashley Home Store.
There's some scary stuff coming.
I'm afraid of a monster.